How does Ukraine-Russia situation affect the U.S. economy?
Okay. So the key here, I mean, there's a lot going on with Ukraine and Russia besides the financial aspects, right? So it's always difficult to answer this question. But if we're going to take a look at how this might affect the stock market, how this might affect the economy, you really have to focus on basically the goods that are coming out of those countries. And the two big ones are oil, really oil, gas, and coal, but energy coming out of Russia, and then wheat, right? And so the object is to lower inflation. The Federal Reserve can back off on their interest rates. The market stabilizes in that environment and probably does quite well in that environment. But if you have a scenario like the last week, the European Union agreed, I think with a couple of exceptions, to stop using Russian oil over the next 6 months, right? So that probably means that there's going to be a lot of pressure on the price of oil because now you've got this. I think 35% of their energy needs come from Russian oil as a group across the European Union, and so when you have to then go somewhere else to get that, and you're not going to take that oil on, that could rise price. And so if you get prices going up and up and up, and we're at $110 a barrel right now, and if we go, to the high was back in 2007, around $150 a barrel. If you take that $150 a barrel and just kind of added inflation from 2007 to now, probably around $200 a barrel be equivalent on an inflationary basis to where we are now. So got some room. Maybe we could still grow and not kill the economy. Because if everybody's spending money on the at the gas pump, right, they're not going to be spending money on travel and going out to eat and those type of things. And a lot of these luxury things can go sideways. And then wheat, of course. So wheat is a food product. It's in all kinds of different things, and it's a huge staple. And Ukraine is a very big producer of wheat. They're still producing wheat apparently, but they're having a hard time getting it out of the country because of the port situation. Is under attack there. So that's how it impacts, because that price of wheat goes up and up and up and hits an all-time high like it is now. All of a sudden, you've got a situation where food prices are skyrocketing, and again, people are now spending money on their food, which is important, and their gas, which is important, and it just sucks money out of the other parts. For Apple. Some people might not be able to afford a new iPhone because they're spending more money on these other areas, right? So that's the impact that Ukraine-Russia has. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Not so much what happens in Ukraine and Russia, because it's hard to tell what's going to go on there. It could go on for a long time. But just do the oil-producing countries outside of Russia step up and produce more to basically allow that production with Russia to disappear from the European Union without massive price increases, or not, right? Are we able to find other ways of dealing with the wheat? Can we get some of the wheat out of Ukraine? Those type of things we'll have to see. So that's the play that we're all watching right now, and we're going to be watching very closely as things go.